Hey, beautiful mum. Today I want to talk about separation. You know, those moments when your child does not want you to leave. Maybe it is kindy or school drop off. Maybe it's going to grandma's house. Maybe it's been left with a babysitter. And if separation is hard for your child, I know how hard it can be for you too. Because it's not just the crying, it is the guilt, the worry, the second guessing, and sometimes it is the judgment from other people. When my Pete was about 4, we went away on a family holiday with my mum and dad. I was really tired, the kind of tired where you feel like you just need a few hours to breathe. My parents suggested they look after Pete so I could have the afternoon to myself, and I really wanted to say yes. But when Pete realised I was going to leave, he became so distressed. He cried and clung to me, and I could feel in my body that something about leaving him just did not feel right. It wasn't because I didn't trust Mum and Dad. I did, but I knew Pete. I knew he would not settle, and I knew I would not rest. I would worry the whole time. So I decided to stay, which upset my parents a lot. They thought I didn't trust them to look after Pete. I felt so guilty because I was stuck between trying to meet Pete's needs for safety and trying not to upset my parents. Back then I did not know how to communicate and advocate for Pete or myself. I just had a gut feeling. And sometimes as mums, that's all we have in the moment. It is hard to advocate for your child when other adults only see the behaviour. They see the crying as naughty, clinging as being spoiled, or the distress as overreacting. It can make you feel judged. It can make you feel like you have to explain yourself or prove that you are not being too soft, too protective, or too emotional. But, beautiful mum, you know your child best. You do not have to make excuses for protecting their nervous system, and you do not have to apologise for making decisions that feel right for you and your child in that moment. You can listen respectfully to other people and still trust what you know, because you are the one that sees the patterns. You are the one who knows what happens before, during, and after the hard moments. And sometimes advocacy starts right here, not with perfect words, but with quietly saying, I know my child, and this is what they need right now. What I understand now is that some children do not cling because they are spoiled or being difficult. This behaviour may actually be your child saying, I don't feel safe without you yet. They cling because separation feels genuinely hard for their nervous system and they may not yet have the confidence, trust or regulation skills to feel safe without you close by. And for a mum, that can be so hard because you need a break too. You need support. You need help. And when your child only seems to want you, it can feel exhausting and lonely. So what I know now is that pressure can make separation feel even scarier. What helps most is safety, predictability, and very small supported steps. A simple goodbye routine, the same words each time, a trusted person who understands your child, a comfort item, a visual reminder that mum comes back, and when possible, helping your child build trust with the other person while you are still nearby. Not because they are being difficult, but because their nervous system may need proof over and over again that they are safe and that you do come back. So a tiny shift to try is this. Instead of saying, you're okay, stop crying, you might try, I know goodbye feels hard. You are safe. I will come back. Or use the first then approach we talked about recently. First cuddle, then goodbye, then mum comes back after afternoon tea. Or grandma is looking after you. I know this feels hard. I love you and I will come back. The goal is not to remove every tear and is not to make your child separate before they are ready. The goal is to make separation feel clearer, safer, and more predictable. Because sometimes our children do not need us to push them faster. They need us to help them build trust slowly. And beautiful mum, I want to say this gently too. If your child struggles with separation, it can feel like you are never fully off duty. Even when someone offers to help, you may not be able to rest because your mind is still with your child. That does not mean you are ungrateful, it does not mean you are overprotective, and it does not mean you are failing. It may simply mean you are carrying the weight of knowing your child's nervous system in a way other people do not understand yet. So please be gentle with yourself. You are allowed to need support. You are allowed to trust your instinct. You are allowed to help your child build separation slowly. And you are allowed to say, this is hard because it is hard, not because I'm doing it wrong. You're not failing. Your child isn't broken. And with small steps, this season will not always feel this heavy.